Alright guys, welcome to Minorities in Lit for the Thursday and Friday crew. We have activity 3 here, which is analyzing perceptions of American identity. That started Thursday, Friday of last week, 8/27, 8/28. So this is Unit 1, Activity 3, and anything we don't finish in Activity 3 falls into our Monday, Tuesday online folder. So let's take a look at this together. We have through here, we have the check boxes for you to fill in. We had summer in school, that was due Thursday before. Journal identity in 5 words, that was due Thursday. Discussion, due Thursday. And for kids who were in class, the feedback on online assignments, that was due Friday. Along with the timed writing, 1 through 5 minutes. So let's talk about those real quick. This one you already know about because we did that the first week. It's something that we shared in class on Thursday. Those of you who did it online, that all happened on Monday and Tuesday. The journal identity in 5 words. You choose 5 words and then respond to this question. What would happen if people only saw one of these words when they saw you? So you have the 5 words that you would describe yourself with, and then the thought, oh man, if they only picked me or knew me as one of these things, what would they be missing out on? And so that's how you answer your journal. The next one was a discussion, and you post your response by picking 2 of these images, and your job is to say whether the image represents Americans or minorities. Then write the number of the image you chose and give your answer to defend and explain the rationale. You've got 3 to 5 sentences per picture to explain. So here's an example. Image 1 was labeled as American in the example. And the rationale behind that is there's 2 gentlemen, despite their skin color, yelling at a rally, getting people to vote for Trump and supporting Trump. And they're demonstrating their constitutional rights by demonstrating, and they're also showing their ability to vote for president. So that's a democratic belief. So that's very American. On the other hand, image 6 in the example was labeled minorities, and it admits that this is unfair, but it's because of their skin color and appearance. They look different. They don't look quote-unquote American, and their otherness makes them stand out. And despite how many generations they might have lived in America, they might be as American as me, but their skin color makes them look different. So your job is to write your images that you chose and your reasons in here, and when you have finished, make a meaningful reply to other students. The next one, this is a feedback on online assignments. This is for in-class students only, for them to inform me what needs to be changed on online work that goes in their Monday, Tuesday folder. For those of you who are fully online, I didn't give you the opportunity to do that one because you're fully online. I'll give you guys opportunities later for feedback. Timed writing then. This is 1 out of 2 timed writings. This one's a 5-minute time writing, and it tackles the question, what is a minority in America? So the way that we set this up is we take 1 minute to brainstorm, and you can brainstorm these questions, you can brainstorm your own questions, but 1 minute to just think about it. And after the 1 minute of brainstorming, and you have a plan, you have an idea where you're going to go, that's when you write a paragraph. You need intro, facts and opinions, examples and evidence to back up those facts and opinions, and a conclusion. And so that's how your timed writing should go from now on. So you guys can see a lot of people wrote more, other people had less. It's whatever you type in 5 minutes. When the timer goes off, you finish that thought and post. The next assignment is also timed writing. It's very similar, but this one tackles the question, what is an American in America? And so same thing, brainstorm for a minute. Here's some questions to think about before you write, and then once you've brainstormed and you feel like you have a good direction and a good sense of where you're going, then you write in paragraphs. And so you can see some examples here. Those of us who were in class, we did not reply to each other because instead we did something in class involving speaking and discussing. So those of you who are 100% online, you still need to follow through and do your replies. The next assignment is a reading. This comes from Luis Rodriguez's novel. It's called Always Running. This reading was due on Friday. And it starts out when Rodriguez is in high school, then goes back to elementary school, then to middle school. And a little bit about Luis Rodriguez. He's from Mexico. His family moved to California, and at first in America they were successful, and Dad saw some luck with jobs, and then they were not successful, and ended up in the ghetto in LA. And Rodriguez didn't feel safe in school, as you'll see when you read the elementary school part. And on his way home from school, he'd get beat up by his brother, and just wasn't a very fun childhood for him, and it was kind of brutal. He felt very powerless. And then one day, this is not in the story that you'll read, one day he was in elementary school, and a couple of gang members just busted into the elementary school and scared a bunch of teachers and students, and showed up being dangerous. And Rodriguez saw this as an elementary schooler and was both scared because the gang members were intimidating, but saw their power and was like, yeah, I want some power. And so by the time this excerpt starts, he just tells us he began high school as a loco. So he talks about the gang that he had joined as a result of seeing their power and wishing he had that power too. So after reading that, your assignment was to respond to this text, and your job to respond is truly personal reflection. So you can respond using any of these STEM sentences. The main idea is, the thing I most enjoyed is, the question I have for the narrator is. So just thinking about what you just read and reflecting on it, just giving your thoughts. And so you guys can see that there's examples here on what people thought. So that's the idea for Activity 3, Analyzing Perceptions of American Identity, Thursday and Friday. Back to Unit 1. The Monday, Tuesday folder then pulled from Activity 4 and involves watching a video to annotate and Socratic seminar. And those are both Activity 4 items that we'll be discussing next week. So that's it for Activity 3 and the online classwork for Monday, Tuesday for our classes. If you have any questions, email me. Thanks for watching.